what's up everybody? This is Josh, call sign Banger. We're here today with the Evike. It was, I don't know, an expert edition BOA, one of the flash ones. Pretty sure it was like 229 bucks. Pretty sure we got the base box, but yeah, we got the battle wall section here, I do believe. And we're going to be opening it up today with the P90 mag from the Crytek P90 I got in the last BOA I opened prior to this one. So without further ado, we'll get into it. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's see what we got. This one, all these boxes came with the battle wall section, so... Looks like it's one of the 3-foot sections. Ugh. And it is literally just a hunk of battle wall. I don't see any sort of mounting. Oh, there's some mounting hardware down in the bottom of the bag, I guess. We got some screws and some anchors down there. They definitely don't give you any sort of accessories or anything to go with it. No mounting hooks, none of that. But yeah, hopefully gonna have a place to set up a studio here sometime in the not too distant future. So I guess we're probably gonna end up going with the EMG battle wall for the for the gun room. Put that sucker over there. And the part that leads me to believe that we got the base box is this little guy, which I do believe is going to be a Sig MCX, the kind of not as good one. Okay. When in doubt, just beat it. Alright, get in here, we got some paper, we got a couple things that were not part of the BOA that are in here, but we'll get those out of the way first. Got a max trigger and max bolt catch for my MTW, and an outer barrel for the girlfriend's silver, pink, and heat gradient high kappa build. Alright, looks like we're down to just the BOA stuff. Random hex patch of what looks like some hair. I don't really have any idea what the heck that's from. We have the 4100 milliamp hour magnetic power bank. That's apparently got some Evike.com branding on it as well. What the heck? We'll bust that sucker open and see how big it is. Oh, it's actually a pretty convenient size. Nice little guy. Looks like it comes charged. 3 out of the 4 dots. Got a little spot for the charger on the back of there. I don't know if it'll... doesn't seem to magnet too well with the case on there, but a pretty cool little power bank either way. You can never have too many ways to keep your phone charged while you're out there in the middle of an event. Looks like we got some hand sanitizer spray, and then let's get into the guns. We've got the Matrix Falcon, which I do believe is a Mark 23 clone that's got some kind of custom features with it here. says it has a CNC aluminum RMR slide, a maple leaf 144 millimeter inner barrel, a maple leaf hop-up rubber 60 degree, maple leaf hop-up chamber, fiber optic front sight, red fiber rear sight, threaded barrel for suppressors and tracer units. Alright, let's get in here and see what we got. Yeah. Interesting package. Yeah, there's a staple in there. Alright, if you get one of these, don't shove your finger in the package. There's a staple in there. Yeah. There you go, Mark 23. Looks like it basically just opens enough to adjust the hop up in there somehow. It would appear, because it says no slide disassembly required. But yeah, seems like a pretty basic Mark 23 clone outside of some little customizations. Got the cuts in the slide, got the cut for the RMR base, fiber optic sights. But outside of that, she seems like she's a pretty basic Mark 23. But I don't have a Mark 23 yet, so I'm completely fine with that. Has a nice little, oh, it doesn't even look like you have to rack the slide. It looks like there's a little, if that's what I think it is, yeah it is. There's a little window right in the side of the chamber so that you can get to the hop up without even doing anything. It's just right there. Probably a pain to get to with gloves on, because if I didn't have a little tiny bit of fingernail there, I don't think I'd be able to get to it even without gloves on. But you can twist it right there without even locking the slide back or anything. And if it's like most Mark 23s, they're usually pretty quiet because there's not a lot of moving parts. And they're all overall just a pretty solid gun. Pretty big and chunky, but outside of that, pretty cool sidearm. We'll throw that back off to the side here. Get to the main event, which is, as we predicted, the Sig MPX Sportline. Yeah, you can tell without even taking it out of the box, she's all polymer, nice and light. Alright. Sig mag, kind of a cool textured little pattern on it. Definitely seems like kind of cheap plastic though. Although I don't see a feed door, so it might at least be a mid cap. So that's cool at least. So we got a little mid cap magazine. Serial number 700. Wow, that magwell's got just a mile of space to get that thing in there. You could reload this thing if you were blind. Plenty of room to get the magazine in that giant magwell. Little lift up and fold polymer folding stock. I guess you don't really need to lift on the refold, just on the fold to the side. I've got a pretty pretty similar one on my MP5K. Fairly easy to operate, no nonsense, but nice little, just gives you something to shoulder. But we've got some really cheap polymer feeling iron sights, polymer rail, a really weirdly orange colored super cheap plastic feeling flash hider. We're wired to Tamiya out the front, and there seems to be no actual like method of holding the battery in there. It looks like you're just kind of supposed to use a thin stick style one and slide it in the top there, or in the bottom, I guess, if you got a thin enough one. But yeah, I guess you're just sort of friction fitting a battery in there, which doesn't seem like the greatest idea, but hey, whatever, as long as it works, right? And yeah, pretty kind of grindy feeling selector. Not the greatest selector out there. It does have a nice positive click and seems to stay in place, but the movement between them is definitely kind of grindy feeling. I don't know if the bearings that move it around just aren't very smooth, or maybe the little tappet plate in there is just kind of catchy in its little or not the tappet plate, the selector plate. It's just kind of catchy in its little grooves. But okay, so apparently that doesn't do anything. You can lower the hop-up door with your hand and bring it down. Again, like the pistol, if you don't have a little bit of a fingernail, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But you can get in there and adjust your hop-up. Kind of weird that there's a charging handle there, but it seems to do absolutely nothing. Only pulls back, let's see, about 3/8 of an inch. Doesn't really seem to go too far. But yeah, the gun itself seems like it's pretty decent polymer. It's just kind of the other stuff on it that doesn't. The sights, the charging handle feels super cheap. A lot of the like the ambi mag release thing has like a lot of wobble to it, which doesn't seem like it would be normal. Is functional, however, so I mean, I guess that's a bonus. But I mean, I feel like I'll probably just be using the normal one anyhow. It's kind of funny that there's a bolt catch on there, which is also very flimsy plastic. Yeah, that's a lot of the stuff on it's just not seeming to be very well made. But hey, there's probably a reason they didn't sell so well in the store, and that's why they ended up in BOAs. Just not the greatest built little gun. However, it is fairly light, and with it folded up, has a quite small profile, so it would be a nice little backpack gun as you know, a secondary if you're running an LMG or something. I mean, the thing's light enough that you can pistol carry it really if you want to. But yeah, nothing super impressive. Might be a fun little gun, but would definitely need some internal upgrades to really be anything too impressive as far as performance goes. Given the quality of the externals, I can't imagine that the internals are too far ahead of that. So I can't imagine it's going to be a real hard shooter or a real fast shooter right out of the box. But it is a pretty cool little gun. I do like the short, form factor MPX. Clearly I like the stock since I bought the exact same thing to put on my MP5K. But yeah, it's a pretty decent little gun. Might see some use, who knows. Might end up a giveaway gun. Never really know. But yeah, I guess that's all we've got for this box. Another base Evike box. The box of not so awesomeness. But this one did have some good options in some of the like 10 or 20 winner boxes that were pretty decent. I was kind of hoping they had a couple of like gas blowback M4s and stuff. That would have been pretty cool. And I figured, yeah, gotta roll the dice every now and then. The Evike ones, the base boxes aren't necessarily the greatest, but sometimes you're gonna get a decent win, and you know, I guess I just got to keep hoping to get one. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you with the next one.